Anything else?
We got the animal corpses from Runciter's, but there wasn't a whole lot to work with.
Bone marrow?
About 50% were real, the rest were fakes.
So, Runciter was ripping his customers off.
State-of-the-art fakes. Miles beyond the crap you see on Anamoid Row.
The kind that comes from legit manufacturers?
And they're the ones that usually produce the quality.
What about the wounds?
Most of them were shot point blank, but we're looking at some others. Sloppy cuts with a knife, like the perp was really pissed off at something.
Butcher knife?
Could be, but who cuts meat anymore?
Nice bunch of reps I'm tailing. Hope you're not pulling a meat cleaver out of my back next week.
Well, don't jump into any conclusions. It sounds like they were pretty pissed off at the guy. They killed the animals, fair enough, but I thought he was hiding something. It turns out we were right. He was making fake animals. He wasn't just selling real ones. He was making fakes and passing them off as real. Not only were they fake, they were good quality ones too. So I knew there was something dodgy about that guy.
Anything else?
That black paint you found on the fire hydrant? It's from a ground car.
You sure?
The angle of impact was almost head-on. And there ain't too many spinner drivers klutzy enough to smack a street-level hydrant in VTOL mode.
I heard your wife got her license back.
You're a real funny guy, McCoy.
So yes, it turns out that the car that had hit the fire hydrant, the same car that one of the witnesses had seen, is definitely a ground car. Now obviously in the Blade Runner world a lot of the cars, or all of the cars, are VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing cars. So it would be quite difficult for one of those to scratch up a street level fire hydrant, as our friend here has just pointed out. So it looks like we're definitely onto the right car that we saw in the picture earlier.
Anything else?
That piece of chrome you found outside of Runciter's is from a 1995 Pontiac.
Nice set of wheels.
It's okay, not what I call a classic.
Alright, so yeah, more information about the car there. We now know we actually know its manufacturer.
Anything else?
Zip, man. Try me later.
Alright, so that's all of the information we found so far analysed. Perhaps it's time we paid a visit to Chinatown, specifically the Chinese restaurant where the chopstick came from and where Lucy was quite fond of eating. And once again, if you're like me, you're going to enjoy these little cutscenes. Oh, I just can't get enough of them.
Real sushi was a luxury reserved only for the elite, since most sea life had become radioactive after the Third Terran War. The rest of us had to eat new sushi, soya mixed with off-world lichen.